Hey all, Snakeo here with another figure review. This time we have got the Transformers Prime Ultimate Predaking in the Beast Hunter series. Now this guy is massive, and I mean ridiculously massive, which is why I have had to bring my camera further back. And I'm going to have to really stretch to get to him. So yeah, I thought I'd knocking the camera. Yeah, my camera's precariously perched on a stool, so you're going to have to bear with me. It's probably going to be a lot of jerking around. I will do my best. I've never reviewed anything this big before. I thought the Playouts guys are big, but this guy is just... And yeah, I'm going to have to try and, like I said, do my best. I decided to get the Ultimate one because I like my figures in scale, as I've said in my previous videos. And I just think this figure is definitely much better in scale compared to the Voyager figure. Excuse me. And I actually really like it. I think it's a great representation. He's got some really nice details. He does have a few faults, a few gripes. But I really like how... I'm sorry, I keep knocking this thing in front of me. Yeah, I really like how he looks. I'm not a big fan of his paint scheme. That's about one of my biggest problems with him, is he's got orange arms, and I'm pretty sure these are silver in the series. So without further ado, let's get on to... I'm going to do the size comparison first, get that over and done with, because he's going to have two size comparisons. If I turn him around and put him over here, like that. I know his tail's off, but I'm trying to go for height. Here's the Robots in Disguise Bumblebee. Here is the Robots in Disguise Viacom. It just looks like he's a toy for him. It's so funny. I don't know why they look actually that big. They're not. He's not that big compared. Here is a Voyager Megatron. He just looks tiny. Oh, that's so funny. A couple more. Here is a Voyager Robots in Disguise Starscream. And then final one, the guy I just reviewed. Here is Dreadwing. So, yeah, you know what? I might grab my tape measure on this one, which I've lost. There you go. He looks absolutely massive, but he's to the head. He's just over 7 inches. So he's not that big compared. And Dreadwing is about 2 inches off the ground. Not including his tail fins, not including these. So he's not like that bigger than him. I think it's just a perception of the camera. Because the camera is obviously pointing down. Right, okay. Now I want to do some people or robot mode comparisons. There's Megatron. And his favourite companion. There's Starscream. Stan Starscream. And man, this is really stretching me. Here's a Viacom. So, oops. You can see Megatron is actually a little bit taller than his head. And Starscream is very much smaller than him, which Starscream is supposed to be. In fact, he's kind of changed his size. He's one of those Transformers which changes sizes as he transforms. His robot mode isn't that big. He's only like about this tall compared to Megatron. But his like Dragon mode is like ridiculous tall. I think Starscream only comes up to about here. So anyway, we'll do another size comparison in robot mode. Let's get these out of the way. Okay, so let's go over his accessories. He only comes with 2 accessories, which are these little crossbow things, and they can just peg into his wings here. He can also hold them in robot mode, and they've got a spring-loaded missile. Not a big fan of these gimmick things, but they do look quite nice. So we've got some nice little details on them. They look very bestial, mainly from the top. I've seen someone actually customise one of theirs to make it like that, so it actually looks like his blaster's coming out that way. I'm not sure why, but and like I said, they just peg into the wings here from that peg there. So we'll put these to one side, put them on my little box, and we'll have a look at the details. So let's zoom. he's got quite a nice face sculpt, to be honest, and he's got this gimmick here, which I'll go over now. You pull this lever down, and you pull the lever down, and his head does the whole, opens the mouth up with an LED light in the crown. I don't know if you can really see it there, but his mouth opens, and then it springs back up. It's not a terrible gimmick, to be honest. I've seen worse. Let's bring his wings out of the way. Take his wing off so you can see it. So yeah, like I said, you've got a big old lever here, and yeah. I'm not a fan of it, but you know, I don't like gimmicks, and you all know this. So what I'm going to do is take the spring out probably, and then make it tight so he can actually hold his neck down if I want. Having said that, Shapewares have actually released another neck you can get, but it is very expensive because it's about this long, and it comes with multiple parts, and it's really detailed, and it's really good. Right, let's try to go over detail. It's got these nice little like Cybertronian markings in the wings and some scratching, some nice like detail in his like spikes going down there. His arms have also got some nice little sculpt and the Cybertronian markings. The legs also look pretty cool, and the tail looks really nice and menacing. It's very cool. This is underside, which basically is his robot mode, like most vehicles. Okay, so let's zoom out. This is really hard to do. I'm proper stretching. He's got his wings, as you saw, they clip off. They are just held on by that, and they clip over these cylinders here, which is actually houses the batteries for the LED lights. But they do snug. They do hold on really nice. They can pull off if you try and angle them the wrong way. But his wingspan, when fully extended, can you just get the bloody thing on camera? Right, stand up. Is that? I mean, I'll get my measuring tape out again, and that's pretty much about as extended as you can get. That is about 21 inches. That's an impressive wingspan. This guy is a really big figure. Oh, I forgot, he's got his little button here if you want to light up his LED for his chest. Because you know when he does his fire breath, it comes from his chest and it goes up. That's kind of what that illusion's supposed to be. Okay, a quick gripe about him is if I just put them straight up, fold them down. Okay, this is the official transformation of the legs. And as you can see, his front legs are constantly going like that. Because if you put them straight down, if you look at his feet, if I put them both straight down, only his heels are touching now. His head is constantly looking that way. So that's why the transformation says to put them down at that angle. The problem is, he's quite a heavy figure, and although it's a ratchet, it's not the tightest ratchet, and if you put any real weight on it, he does like to just tip forward. So this is the official transformation, like I said, how you get out of the box. But if you reverse these, you unpeg them, and I think you do it like that. Yeah, there you go. If I do that for both of these, whoops. Yeah, this is knee pad, ignore that. No, I've actually lost that. 1 second. Okay, I'm back. Sorry, I found that now. Right, yeah, as I said, if this is the non-official transformation, and I actually got this off eBay off of a second-hand one for a very reasonable price. And this is how the guy actually transformed it in the box when he gave it to me. I'm still kind of undecided about this, if I like it or not. I'm not too sure. I don't like how it's so gapey, and I don't like how his legs are basically now coming from his tail. But I do like how he stands a lot better. I think he does stand a lot better, a lot taller, and like more upright. So you guys can tell me what you think. But I think for the purpose of this video, I'm going to put him back in his other mode. You can really hear those ratchets working, and man, that really wants to come off. We'll leave it off for now. I'll put it on again in a minute. and then, like I said, he automatically slants forward. Right, I can't really see the camera, by the way, at the same time, so I do apologise. So yeah, I'm not sure what else I can... Actually, no, we may as well just do the transformation. I don't know. His light piping. Oh no, his articulation. This is actually another reason why not to do this transformation. His articulation in the Dragon mode is his wings, as you've seen. They can rotate on this part here, so they can go down to just there and up to practically straight up. There's a hinge here which can give you to there, so basically 180. And then he's got a swivel here which can go all the way out. Now they're stopped by this part here. There's a little, if I show you this part here, that stops it when it's fully extended, and there's a little like tooth sticking up here which stops it when you close it. Okay, so that's his wings. His arms can go forward. They could really go 180, there you go, and they can get out like that, rotate at the top of the elbow, and then they can bend at the elbow, and then hands on a ball and the bottom claw. Sorry, I'm trying to keep it on camera, but I can't really see. The legs, nothing apart from a pivot, and that's it. That's due to transformation. Because there's pegs into there, there's no actual articulation. But if you do it the other way, you can come off as well. They don't normally come off, it's only because I'm doing it on camera. Then you've got the pivot, and you can get that extra articulation. These are on a ball, but they're very hindered by the armour, so which I'll show a bit more in the robot mode. Right, so this is killing my neck. Okay, oh, and his tail can go up and down, and that's it. Right, now to do the transformation, I'm going to take the wings off to show you, but you can leave them on, just because this is big and I'm trying to keep it on camera. So, and I'll put these on in a minute. So to do the transformation, oh sorry, just stretching my neck. Okay, to do the transformation, you need to unpeg this, and it pegs in, but it goes in at a bit of an angle, so it will come straight down. You want to put that to one side for later, okay? It's very weird now, doesn't he? Okay, we'll do his legs first. So you want to rotate this around, okay, get it to there, and you want to fully extend the knee like that. Then you want to clip this big peg here into there, and then we'll put this on. These have not transformed this guy a few times, and these haven't fallen off once, so I think it's quite funny because I'm on camera. They fall off, yay! So unpeg, and rotate, and put down. They are just simple, like friction peg things, so they don't really stay on there that strong, tightly. Okay, after that, bring the arms down, close the hands like that, and rotate them around like that. Bring the spikes out, same on the side, out, down, close, round. Okay, then you want to do there. Now this bit's a bit silly. All you do is basically grab this part here and pull it back like that, and it goes all the way down to there, and it sits just there. It doesn't peg in or anything, so it's quite loose, and that's a gripe that everyone has had. Rotate the head around, and then, ladies and gentlemen, we have Predaking. Oh, sorry, this is really cramping my neck. There, like I said, we have Predaking. This guy is quite a huge figure. You can, if you take these off the transformation, you can put these back on. They do. You can either have them going out to the side so you can still see them, or coming straight out of the back. I can't actually remember how he has them. I've got the wrong window on, haven't I? Yep. No, actually that's better. There you go. No, they're the right wings. My bad. And then he can hold his tail, which is now his sword. Not that you ever see him use a sword in the series, but you just peg this, and it's this hole just here. And he's now holding his sword. But this is a very heavy sword, and these are not the strongest of balls, ball joints, so they, see, can't. But you can hold his arm out with it. I think that should hold. But it's just the actual ball itself that's quite loose. And you can even hold his guns, like I said earlier. They also go into the same peg. You can even do the same thing like you do with the Prime, if I'm not mistaken. We'll try and put one on top. Let me put one on the bottom. There you go. So that's pretty funky. So this sword just looks massive. This thing's like what's those old Power Ranger toys? Megazords, that's the one. So this guy reminds me of these giant swords and things. So if I get his weapons out of the way, I'm going to have a close look at his tail. Wow, that's really in there. Oh no, the balls. There you go, I'm on camera. Something else has gone wrong. It's always the way. There you go. Okay, let's push him to the back. There. Bring this forward, get them out of the way. Oh, knock the camera again. Let's have a look at the tail. It's got some really nice detail actually. Nice like silver blade. I think it's black plastic with a silver paint. Yeah, that's what it looks like. But it's a really nice paint job. It's very hollow, but I don't mind that. You know, it kind of goes with the rest of his armour and that. So that's very funky. Size comparisons, well, I've got him here. Stand. Okay, where's those robots gone? Excuse me. Here's Megatron. Or as I like to call him, his little brother Megatron. Here is Skyquake. Not Skyquake. Oh, I keep getting the two mixed up. Forgive me, they're twins. Dreadwing. Here is Starscream. And then finally a little Vehicle. Yeah, as you can see, he does tower every single person on there, which is good. I like that. I do think, as I said when I said in the robot, the dragon mode, sorry, that his he shouldn't be this big. I think Megatron came up to about here in the series, but like I said, it's a good toy. I reckon it's definitely better than the Voyage one. I think the Voyage one is the same size as Megatron, maybe a hair bigger. I'm not too sure. But I think this one is definitely the best one if you want one in scale or close to scale. And it's cool to have a massive dragon on your desk, on your shelf even. I am losing the ability to speak today, as you may have noticed. Okay, you still have this same gimmick, so you push this button here and you get light up, which is a whole lot more. And as you can see here, the light piping on his head lights up a whole lot more. Or you can just have normal. I don't know how well I can show you. I'm pretty sure he's got. Oh, my bad. I thought he had a hole. So yeah, if you want his eyes, it's the only way to do it. I thought he had a whole light piping bit. Now he does stand straight, but like I said, I'm stretching, so that's why this is a bit skewy. In his robot mode, the details are actually really nice. He's got a nice head sculpt, which we cannot get in. Maybe come out a little bit. There you go. He's got. Trying to keep my light in. He's got a really nice head sculpt. That's very cool, if you ask me. It's so hard to work like this. As soon as I touch the camera, it's wobbling because it's on a box. Yeah, like I said, great head sculpt. Looks really cool. Check out those eyes again. They look very menacing. Very cool. For instance, this nice like little orange glow looks really nice. I actually like this. I generally don't like these kind of things, but that looks pretty funky if you ask me. The actual torso's got also a really nice sculpt. It's got unfortunately really big bits due to the batteries and the wing clips, because he's got quite a narrow waist actually in the series, but it looks really cool. And again, there's more of that light piping. It's hollow. There's lots of like spaces, and you can see a wire there. So that's quite funky, but generally I think that looks really nice. Nice bit of detail on the crutch armour and some more of that like Cybertrainer hieroglyphics or whatever on this side bit of armour. Some nice detail. Zoom out. Shoulder pads have all got these nice like spiky kind of very aggressive. Same as the elbows and the forearms. Very aggressive, very spiky. The knee pads. Actually got a little bit of paint ups, which is quite nice. Actually, some of the legs, there's like yellow and orange bleed, which is weird because they're silver in the series, but okay. And the armour and the boots, it's pretty cool. I'm now actually blocking out my homemade sun. It's really nice. And you can see he's got like claws on the back and front. When he's in dinosaur mode or dragon mode, that's the front of his foot. As you can see in robot mode, that's the front of his foot. So it reverses depending on what mode he's got, which is cool because you've got 2 feet in one. So I think that's very, very funky. And you can see on his arm, like I said earlier, the more of those Cybertronian markings. Really, really nice. The only, like I said, this kind of destroys the look, the big head hanging down the back. Hopefully if I take the spring out, I'll be able to at least hold it down flat, so it won't be sticking out so much, but we shall see. As usual, if I do it, I will show you. Stand forward. Stand forward. There you go. There you go. It really is quite a great figure. Now, I know these guys, when they first came out, are quite pricey, but with the end of the series now, I've noticed they've dropped down quite a lot in price, and not everyone wants a big figure. I picked this thing up, I think it was for 25. I think it was paying £15 for the figure and then £10 for the postage, so that's really good price. But even new, these things now, I've seen them going for about like £30–40, so I don't think that's a terrible price. A lot of people complain that the transformation is too easy, and it is quite a simple transformation, but it's a very big figure at the same time. It's kind of, it's preferences. What do you want? Do you want easier for size, or do you want more complication for size? I'm quite happy with the easier, because I think, like, I let my sister's kids play with these if they're not on my shelf, and I think this is great. They can transform themselves without asking me every 5 seconds, so yes. I'm not going to get the Ultimate Optimus Prime because that guy is just ridiculously oversized. If you watch like Optimus's review on that, is actually pretty good. It shows you how much the scale is. Moving on, let's go over the articulation in robot mode now. The head is just on a simple cut. It just goes from side, well, you can do a full 360 as you have to do for transformation. So you get that. The shoulders are also just on a cut. We can go around 360 so long as the wings aren't in the way. Okay. They've also got a hinge in there, so you can go out as far as that. And there's a cut just above the elbow, so you can rotate around full 360 degree, and that's the bend you're getting in that. Then the hands are on a ball, so full 360 degree even. You can go up to there, down to there, and then there's a hinge on the lower 2 fingers, so you can open it all the way or close it all the way like that. Excuse me. Nothing in the torso, nothing in the waist. These little bits here are on hinges, so they can move out of the way, depending on how you are articulating your character. T-cut hips, so he can bring his leg all the way forward. He's got a Spartan kick of that. It's quite impressive. He's got a split kick of that. Very impressive. He's got a big old flap thing at the back though. He's then got a cut just there, which I showed you in the Dragon mode, just a full 360 round. I'm not going to do it because the kneecap, the knee guard spike will like catch on the back plate, but you can move it out of the way if you want and go full 360. And then he's got a bend in the knee just below that of that. And then finally, as I said, these are on a ball. Loud ratchets. And you can get quite a bit of left and right motion, not much on front and back, but you can rotate it as well or pull it out. There you go. You can get quite a great bit of range motion in that. Okay. Oh, I've just noticed he's also got some paint apps on his shoulders and there's more of that Cybertronian marking. I really want to give this guy a nice paint job and really make those markings pop. I've seen quite a few customs online where they've done that and it does look really spectacular, and I definitely plan to do that with this one because I'm not a fan of the big orange and all over the place. I mean, I know he does have orange, like I believe his wings are actually quite accurate. I think they're black on top and orange underneath. Don't hold me to that, I believe so. But there's a lot more silver in him and a lot more black in him. There's not so much of this orange arms and things, so definitely want to alter that. But I haven't decided if I want to get these extra ligaments like the shape of his head or something first. We shall see. Right, I showed you how he can hold his guns. You can keep him on his wings if you want to keep him out of the way. It's generally what I do. I have put these on the wrong way, or the opposites. Oh, whatever. Looks like they're universal. Although it looks like, if you look at, if I can show you in here, there's a chunk missing off of this wing, which looks like it will go around that bit sticking out. Maybe go down a bit more. Actually, no, it doesn't want to go down anymore. you know, I guess it's just preferences. They're like that. So if you have this one, whoops, if you have this one on this side, then you can actually have the wings higher when they're fully extended. But if you have them on this side, then you can close them a bit easier and make more room for the head. I think they're better the other way around, but for now I'm going to leave him on to transform him back. Right, looks like I can go away. Okay, so to transform him back, reverse what you do, as per usual. Open the wings a bit, turn the head around 360, bring the head up and clip. These two pegs are going in the chest there. Make sure you turn it around because the horn will snap off if you force that. Okay, bring the arms forward like so, point the spikes back, rotate the hands around and open them flat. Okay, now for the legs, the fun part. See if we can keep the knee pads on. You want to bend on this hinge here towards you, like that. Then you want to rotate these around, lift the panel out of the way, so the knee pads are all the way up. You then want to, no, sorry, my bad. The knee pads need to stay forward. You then want to rotate them around and bend it down to 90 degrees, and this big peg going in that big hole in case you couldn't guess. Now this is where it's popped off, because I've pushed this above. Stay on, there you go. That's right, that's supposed to stay down like that. You need to move the them out of the way. So if I swap that round, okay, bring the hinge out, bring the knee down, bring the knee pad out at the same time, and then do that. Line them all up. Then grab the tail, which I've lost. There you go. And like I said, this goes in this little pallet here, but at a bit of an angle, like upwards. And then that goes on there, like that. Put that back in there, like that. Bring these out, flare them out a bit. And there we have Predaking back in his, well, I can't really say vehicle mode, dragon mode. What's a dragon? Like I said, guys, this is actually a really good figure for its scale, and I think it is a very nice looking figure. Gripes, like I said, is a fixed head. It's always looking in this position unless you use the gimmick, just like that. Weak joints on the shoulders, so it likes to flop as you just saw, and unarticulated back legs. I am thinking of a custom idea to maybe resolve this and keep this transformation. We shall see. If I come up with something, again as usual, I will let you guys know. But I do recommend this figure for what he is, for his scale. I think he is a really nice representation. If you have the space, you don't mind forking out the dosh for it, if you can find him cheap, then yeah, definitely pick him up. He's a great addition to your collection. Yeah, I'm not sure what else I can really say. As per usual, guys, thanks a lot for watching. Please leave your comments, links below. Please subscribe, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye bye.